We're in the garage. So you know what that means. Glaze Kiln Unloading. Disclaimer, this footage, I filmed it at the beginning of January. I think it was January 3rd or 4th was when I actually did the kiln opening. And then I've just been so busy working, throwing, but I have decided I'm going to release this glaze kiln opening. I hope you enjoy it and let me know. Be sure to comment below. Love hearing from you. Hello, my favorite pottery people. It's Sarah and it's 2024, my first video of 2024. We're in the garage, so you know that means we're having a glaze kiln opening. You're probably also seeing some new things on my wall. If you aren't following me on Instagram, then do so because you would have known about this. So my sister had this made for me for Christmas, so I got my logo, which I'm so stoked about. That made me very happy. And then Starlyn over at Soul Haven Pottery, who also gave me the name for my beautiful kiln, Serafina. So if you haven't watched, this is what her name is, Serafina. And she gave me a name story. So it's a plaque with the meaning behind the name Serafina. So oh my goodness, how thoughtful. Thank you, Starlyn. Like, thank you. It's just so amazing to have this community of people supporting and encouraging and sharing. And if you haven't done so, be sure to subscribe because you're going to get involved in this community. The community is growing, and if you read the comments, people have a plethora of information, and honestly, potters are the best. We are sharing such valuable information. If you're new to pottery or maybe you just stumbled on my channel, you're just going to learn because I show it all. I show good, bad, you know, the highs, the lows, from having to smash pinhole pots to refiring, and everything. So, and 2024, I forecast to be an exciting year. And I'm going to share my program for my slow cool as well, so that you can follow through. I did get it from Lisa Finkel over at Finkel Pottery, so I can't take credit for it. It's the Camille Hoffman slow cool, but I couldn't find the Camille Hoffman slow cool. I looked high and low because so many people talk Camille Hoffman. I couldn't find it. So anyways, Lisa shared it with me and I programmed it in and I've been using it. And I will show it. I've even named it on my controller. It's called the Lisa Cone 5.5. So Lisa, just so you know, you're programmed into Serafina. This is the program that Lisa gave me, except I added a segment just to do the preheat, and I can actually delete that out if I want to just by going on that, and I can say delete segment. And then now that's gone and it went to what Lisa gave me. So this is the program. So ramp 1, 200 degrees, basically an hour, until it gets to 250 degrees. And you can see here my fan, because my fan is integrated, my fan is on. So as soon as I turn my kiln on, as soon as I hit start, my fan kicks in. The second ramp is 400 degrees an hour until I get to 1,000 degrees. Fan is on. Third segment, 180 degrees an hour until I get to 1150. And there again, there's no hold on all of these. Fourth segment is 300 degrees an hour up until 1967. Okay, no hold. And now the fifth segment, I did 120 degrees and I went with 2170 as my target, my peak. At this point, I did an 8-minute hold. You can see that I've programmed an 8-minute hold. And then this is the slow cool part. So that was my top peak temperature. So the ramp number 6 is then it's cooling 125 degrees an hour until it gets to 1900 degrees. So it's slowly taking the temperature down to that 1900, and then it just cools. The fan runs for a while and then it shuts off. All right, so let's get to it. There's some Christmas gifts in here. I know it's a bit late. And there's just some other things I just kind of threw in just to kind of get them fill up the kiln, but it's not a full kiln load. All right, let's do it. I'm a little nervous. I'm always nervous, you know me, right? And yes, it's cold out. I've got the winter coat on. It's Canada, and the garage is probably around 40 degrees Fahrenheit-ish. The kiln is showing 62 degrees Fahrenheit. That's on the inside. So it's still got a little heat left. But out here it's a bit cooler, and outside it's even colder. It's like, I think it's hovering around -1 degrees Celsius, which is probably 30 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's a bit crisp. Hence, I bring out the big guns, keep myself warm. All right, so let's okay. You know me, you know me. I'm gonna open it up. Hopefully it won't mess up everything here. Let's do this. Let's bring it down. This is my first kiln opening, doing it like the old school style. So, all right, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Da, 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 da. Ooh, okay. Looks good. Looks good, okay. All right, you know, I always show off my cones. Now, cones mean more than just temperature. It's heat work over time, guys. Okay, I think I've seen a few people, and I think was it Nat? I think Nat over at Mud Magic, you were asking if you can just keep putting the cone 7 in. I would say not, because it's heat work over time. So even though the temperature might only get to, you know, 2100 degrees, if you do that enough times, the piece is going to get the heat work, and it may eventually bend anyway. So it's not just temperature, it's heat work over time. So this is why I still use cone packs, or because, for instance, this is a perfect cone 6. So when you look at that, that is a perfect cone 6. You want it at a 90-degree angle. The cone 7 is just, you know, a hint of a bend, but this is at a perfect cone 6. But the temperature, and a cone 6 temperature is approximately 2232 degrees. But my kiln, because she's digital, I can go back and look at what it actually got to. Make sure I'm not blocking it. If I go back to my menu, I can go back to my data, and I'm going to go to my last kiln firing. So its max temperature, you can see here, it says it was at 2172. So that was the maximum temperature. Yet, if I go by a cone reading, it's a cone 6, and a cone 6 would be 2232-ish. So just so you know, its cone is not necessarily temperature. It's part of the metrics, not the entire metric. Let me unload this baby. So I've got a few different salad servers and some other things I was doing. Oh, that turned out good. Okay, so this, I was doing some coasters, and they turned out really well. I was worried they were going to run, but I made a couple of coasters. There's 4 coasters in here, and I've done them all in the same glaze, just in different patterns. So it was kimchi with autumn purple and, not kimchi, sangria, autumn purple, and kimchi. And I just applied them in different ways. And then I've got little cork backings I'm going to stick on there. I was worried they were going to run, but they didn't. And I was also worried they were really going to warp, which they didn't. I actually laid them down on 2 little, these are what, the 3-inch kiln supports, and it worked out perfectly. So that's a good idea. I'll do that going forward, because if I've had bad luck, I would have wanted to raise them up in some way, shape, or form, because I didn't want them to, you know, if they were going to run off the sides, but it didn't. I'm really actually quite impressed with that it didn't run off the sides. So you can see there. All right, and this is the same combo, but just more of the oh, that turned out pretty good too. Oh, it dribbled a little bit down the side, but it remained flat. Okay. This, it was a serving tray. It had 2 handles, and I broke it off when it was literally at, what's I call it? It was greenware, and I was careless, and I snapped. I had another handle just like this. It was braided. I did this little thing and it turned out pretty good. I think that's kind of fun. It will still work as a little serving platter. But you know, you can put cheeses on here. And I used reclaimed clay. It's fired up nice and toasty. So I just have a little bit of grinding to do here. But yeah, so this is the autumn purple. These are all spectrum. Autumn purple, sangria, and kimchi. I did 3 coats of each. So literally I did this sangria overlaps the 2 because I wanted to get a nice little blend on it. I think that's fun, and I just did texture with rollers, and I actually added a little bit of slip. That's why you're seeing little bumps there. But that turned out really quite spectacular in my books. I think so. Look at the blue here. That's interesting. And I'm gonna do the before and afters like I used to do. I know some of you said you like my lives, yes, and some say they like the old format. So I'm gonna be doing both, you know, over the course of the year. So rather than doing live, I'm a little calmer. Though I'm still like, you know, I'm a nut. I know, I'm a bit cray cray. Ooh, I don't know how to do. Oh, that's right. Okay, so everything's gonna be listed at the end. But I think that was amaryllis over blue rutile. Don't like it. Though maybe in different lighting. I think it's just too dark. I don't know. Maybe with some gold on top, and that's the side. This was amaryllis and the blue rutile. And that was all black slip that I did some slip decorating on the sides. But these by doing little trinket bowls like this, sometimes it's a great way to experiment with some different glazes, but it fired up beautifully. Like, it is pristine. It's just darker than I thought it was gonna be. Let's get that right in focus. There it is. I used to do a lot of slip trailing when I first started doing pottery because I just love the way glaze kind of moves over it. So anyways, that's just a little trinket bowl, or like you could put olives in it or whatever. Oh, that too. This is all. Actually, I don't think this is reclaimed clay. I think this is Laguna number 70, or I think it's 611. Of course, you know me, I'll list it on the bottom. So this was blue rutile, just on its own on the inside. I do a lot of, like, I typically will pour it and then give it a light brushing just so it's not like too pooling in effect. And then you're gonna see the lines and the dribbles, because I'll often like scrape my brush on the edge like so, and then so it gets thicker so it runs. And the outside, I'm not sure. I think this is autumn purple, sangria, and I think that's honey flux, to be honest with you. But look at that shine. Oh, wow. This slow cool just brings out the gloss, like, incredible. But yeah, that's just either a little trinket bowl or something you can put, you know, olives or even like a little bit of cheese or something in there. You can even put a scoop of ice cream if you wanted to. But it's just a little bowl, so I like trying things like that, but you can still, of course, turn around and sell it. And now I've been working on supporting these, and I did the wax thing. It doesn't look like it worked here. I think it's just too much glaze on this. Uh-oh. Oh. Yeah, there's a lot of glaze on this one, so I am gonna have to grind it a little bit. So it is my one of salad server, and this is sandstone over, oh my gosh, blue surf, and on the same number 70 clay. So it's a really toasty clay body. Quite love it. Looks great. So I'm just going to do a little grinding. It's not horrendous from a salad server standpoint, but I should have thought of it. I did the wax, but it didn't quite work. Let me see if you can get this, if I can get this on film there quite nicely so you can see what I'm talking about. There, you can see the little divots a little bit more so, but it really did, you know, it ran down the fork portion, and but I think that's kind of fun. I don't know about you, but that's one. And this is the other. Oh. That's really in there too. Oh, wow. That one's really stuck. Oh, got it. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna have a bit of grinding to do. So I think that was just, the glaze is just way too thick there. You can see how it pooled. Maybe I should have supported it here rather than there. I just didn't want it to spin on me, but at least it didn't really warp. Sometimes I get really bad warping when I make these, but that's gonna be a little sound server set, which should be fun. And I've had some of these I've been using myself, throwing them in the dishwasher, like just honestly trying to abuse them to see how they worked, and they're working out pretty good. And bring you in. You know me. Show you when I see it. All right. Let's hope it's good. Let's hope it's good. Ready? 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 Are you ready? Da 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 da! Oh, something fell over. Ooh, that's not good. Oh, it stuck to that. And, oh, it really fell over. Oh, that was my kitty cat mug. The glazing is good. It just toppled over because I put it on the stilt, which it didn't leave any marks whatsoever. You can see a little more of a heat mark. So yeah, so the glazing is gorge. It just fell over. So you can see I added, it was 3 coats of obsidian and 3 coats of, whatchamacallit, Albany slip brown. And it gives this, oh, it's so pretty. I love the pooling. Oh, the drips. Oh my goodness. This was gonna be for my sister. She said she'd like to have a mug like that, and she loves Siamese cats, so, and I thought that was perfect. Anyways, I'm gonna have to grind and see what I can do to fix this, if I can. And I might just need to grind that a little bit, but it's too bad that it's taking out some of the toastiness. You see how where it landed is right where right at that edge of the clay, you always get that little bit of flashing, and it kind of gives it a toastiness. And if I grind that, it's gonna kind of take that away. So I may have to refire it, and that might bring it back. So I might have to grind this down. I'll see what it looks like and refire and see if I can get that toastiness back. But other than that, she is like primo. So for people who like black, that's an awesome glaze combo. That's too bad. This was just a test. Oh, that ran there too. Oh. I'm gonna have to break this off. It dribbled. I didn't, see, me being in haste, I did not put kiln wash, and that would have popped right off if I had. So I wanna say this is soft teal and soft blue. Thank you, Anna Clay House and Finkel Pottery. Both of you are using this. I bought it, and I was just doing a test to see how I liked and how much it would flow. But look at that, look at those colors. These are all Spectrum. These are Spectrum glazes. How gorgeous. Look at the way they, oh, just, I'm gonna be playing a lot with those two. Because I do like, you know I do a lot of pinks, and I do, but I'm a blue girl as well. I'm Pisces, so I'm all about the water. This one, I don't know what this is. I'm gonna have to look. I don't know what the blue is. I'm not sure what the dark blue is or the light blue. So I'm gonna have to look and see and tell you what that is. That will be at the end, but it's kind of nice if you're looking at for some blues gradations. So this is just a little test. And I do like this little shape. I've been playing with it a bit because I can add different and get different vibes, like on the inside, get, how is it gonna play? Has it gonna play nice with being glazed on both sides? Because sometimes some pieces don't like a two-sided glazing. It's, the glaze will give you some problems. And that is interesting. It's definitely purple crystal and Flex Blossom. So definitely need to work on that a little bit more. I know I think I said in the last one I did it 3 like this and had the gap. I'll let you know, but it did glaze up nice. I just don't like that. I like the shiny because purple crystal is typically very matte. And you can see on the top here, you get the little crystalline going on there. Look at that. Little drips. Oh my God. Oh, that would be really pretty on the side of a mug. All right, I've tried raising my camera a little bit more and see if that helps the process along. These look so pretty in here. OMG. Let's hope it... Ow! Oh! That didn't work. That is going to be fused to this. Okay, that's upsetting. So you can see here, it's not just the little spigots, it's gone, it's ruined. There's going to be no way, there's too much glaze in there. I cannot see myself being able to get this off. I'll try, but that's wrecked. Ah, well, that's upsetting. Okay, that one too. No, that one came out okay. Not bad. It did mar it a little bit. Let's see. You can see a little bit of the marring there. But that was just sunset pink and amaryllis. And I quite like it. And this is, I believe this is Tucker's Clay. This is Tucker's Clay, and it's their, what do they call it? Mid-smooth spec clay. They have mid-smooth and they have mid-smooth spec. And I've been using it and I've been enjoying it a great deal. So I doubt I'm gonna be able to get that off. I'm gonna try. Let me try. I'll probably break the whole thing. I don't think there's any way around this. There is a God. Of course there's a God. Look at that, I just knocked it off. It came off. Okay, I can grind that. See, you gotta try. I just knocked it off and there was no kiln wash. So it is a bit like ugly, but I'm gonna try grinding it and maybe I have to refire it, but it's on the back. So, okay, it's always worth a try. It's always worth a try. Now, these are two other coasters. Bullseye, that's what that looks like. That looks like a bullseye. I didn't mean for it to be so bullseye-like. I was just trying to do 4 different, different shapes, and it was going to be a little set of coasters. Just because I got to experiment a little bit with that. And anyways, that's okay. It's just, don't know about that one. I don't know if I like that one. In a set, I guess it makes sense. All right, okay. I have one more spoon. Oh, and this was part of a gift. Totally sucks that stuck. So I really have to figure out how I'm gonna fire these. Oh boy. I interrupt this video for an important announcement. I have to thank Anna McGann for finding my Buy Me a Coffee link and bought me a coffee. Susan Cole bought me a coffee. Thank you. Pia bought me 5 coffees. Thank you. Ania's Kitchen bought me a coffee. Oh my goodness, thank you. Sabine bought me 5 coffees. Thank you guys. Your generosity and support is so greatly appreciated. The link is in the bio. I know some people ask how to do it. The link is in the bio. But I just have to say all the money that is donated into my Buy Me a Coffee link goes right back into buying equipment and things to help bring and improve the quality of video so I can share it with you. Thank you. Now I have the wire here. Let's see if I can get it out. Come on. Yeah. Okay. Got it out. So now, actually, what's just good is you can't see it. Because of the peppered plum in this, you cannot see those little divots. I just have to grind that off and see how it looks. But yeah, I broke the fork portion of it. So this is part of the gift. There's a bowl inside. And I want to see how that turns out. Oops. All right. this was just a mug. I don't know what the blue is. It's quite pretty. I'm not sure what that is. And I did like a dimple mug so that it's like, you know, on a cozy hot day, have some hot chocolate in here. And then I know there's cenote involved. I'll list it at the end. It's perfectly fired, perfectly glazed. Look at that. Look at the shine, guys. Look at that. That is actually quite pretty. And it's on, this is on Laguna 608 clay. I love this clay, that toastiness. So you can see how it looks. And of course, I'm going to be doing the before and afters. But it's just one of those, you know, finger bugs. And this is just a little one. Okay, I won't be using, that's kind of ugly. Yeah, okay, so this was just a little teacup or coffee cup, and I used the frosted lemon on the same clay body. I think frosted lemon looks much better on white clay. So this combo, if my previous video you saw I did a test tile and it was gorgeous. It's just not gorgeous on this clay body. That's why you got to test out your clay combos on different clay bodies, because it can look amazing on one clay body and look like raw egg on another. So that looks like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. So it was amaryllis. It was amaryllis over frosted lemon, and then it was, I think, kimchi on the inside. Got a little bit of pinning. I'd have to look. I have some really good magnifying goggles so I can look to see if they're actually pinholes, meaning a pinhole goes right to the bottom. You can get some pitting, and pitting is fine, but the pinholes, you don't want the going straight down to like the bare clay underneath. But it fired up beautifully, like the glaze. Just, it's, you know, because again, frosted lemon is stable, so it literally stopped at right at my foot. So it's quite, that was quite nice. I probably should have done, you know what would work really nice instead? Had I done like winter wood with the frosted lemon. That's a gorgeous combination, and on this clay body. And that would have been nice with the pink inside. Maybe next time I'll do that. Yeah, I could do that. Anyways, you do have to test things out. Okay, spicy language, spicy language. This was a test for someone. And it had, okay, it had crack. I've got another one in here, so there's more spicy language in here. And then this was the backup mug, and the sign kind of cracked a little bit. So, but the glaze combo is spot on. I'm digging the glaze. I kind of like that a lot. I know this is, oh gosh, blue rutile inside and on the rim. And then this is river birch and the spicy language. So, we have our own political issues here. I'm not a political girl. I'm not getting into the politics of things. And it was for a friend of mine, and they feel very strongly about this. So I made it for them. But yeah, it's kind of fun. It cracked. So you can see, unfortunately, it cracked when I put it on, like at greenware stage. So I knew it was only going to continue to crack. And I tried just to kind of accentuate it. But it's a kind of a fun, it was supposed to be a really large mug, or you could put a beer in here. It's still cool. I don't mind the crack across there. It's not the mug that cracked, it's just the actual sign on the outside. And like I said, it was so paper thin, like when I rolled it out, it was too thin in the first place. I knew that. And then I just kind of went with it, and when I stamped it with my letters, that, you know, of course, made it thinner, and then when it dried, it cracked. The other one that's in here, it didn't crack at that phase, so let's hope, let's hope it's okay on the inside. Come on over. You're gonna have to tell me if you prefer this kind of up high angle on my, when I'm filming. ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Ah, da 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 da. This is the Christmas gift. Please, please, please be okay. Okay, the fact that it released, that's good. Okay, this turned out better. I wish this wasn't, I should have just done clear. Okay. Probably too much, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. So, I did it with, I should have just used like, that's too much river birch on the inside, in my opinion. Ah, I don't like it. So, this is our Prime Minister, just so you know. We have a Prime Minister, not a President. Justin Trudeau. And anyways. It's too much. It's kind of ugly. That's too much. Why did I do 3 coats? Why? On a speckled clay. Duh. That's disappointing. You gotta understand. So you remember my beer stein in my last video? That was supposed to be his, and it had the same language on there. And then the glazing went over the spicy language, which kind of, you know, defeated the whole purpose of the mug. I'm kicking myself right now, okay guys? I'm not happy. And then this is another gift. That turned out better. That's with the salad server. So that was part of the salad server set. But, so this is just, it's like a nice, like a low for a salad, you know, put on a salad in here, and it's got pepper plum and amaryllis, and same thing on the outside, 1 coat amaryllis on the bottom, and that is pepper plum amaryllis. Just gotta do a little grinding there. So that's all that is. It's just a wide, shallow bowl. You can also use pasta in here or something like that. Serve it family style. And that did not turn out at all. Ew. So I don't like purple haze on this clay body. So purple haze, you've seen me how much I was in love with purple haze on my last kiln load. So that's the purple haze. That is maybe on its own, because if you look deep down inside, it's actually okay. Right at the very bottom looks good, but I don't like it with, I think I put amaryllis with it, and I don't like it with the amaryllis on this clay body. Again, I did it on a test tile and loved it, but the test tile wasn't this clay body, and I do not like it on this clay body. At least that's me. You guys can tell me what you think. Am I crazy or what? Those are not pinholes. It's just like the manganese shining through at the bottom. It glazed up perfectly. Everything about it went on beautifully. Maybe I'll have to add something to it, a glaze, and refire. Because I only like putting things on my website that I really, really love, and I'm like, not sure about that. This is for my cat. Yeah, okay. Those didn't turn out well. So this is just for her, my Coco, my little baby girl. I was experimenting with a little food bowl, and I put kimchi, not kimchi, sangria, and on the inside, and then whatever was on the rim ran over. I don't remember what it is, but I am digging the glaze combo. I'm digging the glaze combo a lot, and how it plays nicely with purple crystal. So you can see purple crystal, which is an Amico glaze, how matte it is on its own. When you don't put anything with it, it's a matte purple. It's almost like a royal purple. Still, you can see it turns almost like a midnight blue here when the shine gets on it. But I did purple crystal up to about here, and then the glaze coming down. The 1 coat of Flux Blossom over top of the food, and I love the way that turned out. But why? So it's for my cat. I will not be selling that, but I might make more food bowls for pet lovers. That's something I think I'll do. Now, let's see. That's, oh boy, Purple Crystal Amaryllis on, it's like a little business card holder there. So Purple Crystal Amaryllis. Again, it's a great way to do testing. And I just hand built that so that it doesn't wobble over business cards or anything there. But, you know, but it's also was a test tile. So that's a nice combo. And that's what I was doing. I was doing a lot of testing of glaze combinations. This looks like Purple Crystal Indigo Rain, and it looks like I did a very light Purple Crystal here, Indigo Rain, and this is on that Tucker's, their smooth white clay, and I did it heavier on the back. So that's the Indigo Rain, a little bit heavier, and you can see how satiny it remained. So if you could do that and then follow it up, well, I mean, even like that on the outside of something, that's quite pretty. If you're looking for a purple, that's nice. And I'm trying to get some other colors, purples. So this I like better than the other one. So this, on that toasty clay, again, you can see the speckling coming through. So this was just a music lover's, like a wine cup for a music lover. And that was the kimchi. Oh, I keep calling it kimchi. Sangria purple, autumn purple on the outside in that little wavy pattern. I think I could have added some soft red, would have been nice in there too, but that is just my, so I did the transfers. I think this is either a sandbow. I think this is sandbow. It could be a lawn, but I'm pretty sure it's sandbow. And then of course on the bottom, I filled in my little stamp, and so that's a nice combo on the glaze, on the clay. Look at, I just can't get over the shine, and that's the difference. The slow cool gives you this gorgeous, gorgeous shine. Like, that is so incredible, guys. So you're definitely going to want to add that to your kiln firing schedule. So that is, I think, spectacular. Yep. Okay, happy with that. I'm happy with that one. Not much left in here. Another little test tile. Ooh, that's interesting. I don't know what that is. Ooh, oh, right. Okay. So it covered them up quite a bit. I'm gonna have to look carefully and see what I did. I know I did little hearts on here, trying different hearts in. I did some black hearts and some red hearts. So, and this was all done with stroke and coats. Yeah, stroke and coats. So I did them. That was the only one that worked out really good. And see, like if I took my own advice, I would have known, and I would not have done this. Because that I was just playing around with something, because, you know, my mom was like going, she wanted something, a smaller mug. And so I was kind of playing with different handles. This was an extruded handle. And then I just did my shape with it. And then, but the purple, so the purple on its own is gorge. So that's the purple, that's the purple haze. That is a Pottery Supply house glaze, all on its own. And I want to say it's 3 coats. And the same thing here, but I think it's just 2 coats here. And then I did the amaryllis on the outside. And maybe I think I'm going to add on this one and on this one, because I just think it looks kind of dull. I think I'm going to add some like flux of some sort. Don't know which one. Maybe it'll be just light flux on top, or maybe I'll just put some flux blossom and see if I can lighten it up the outside, because I just think it's on the clay, I don't like it. On my test tile, loved it. So I'm gonna have to experiment with that a little bit. And last piece, oh, it broke off. It's on the bottom of the kiln. Gotta grind. So that is the same as this on the outside. but I don't like that on the inside. So maybe I'm gonna have to add something. I'm gonna add something to the inside and see if I can make it look better, because that just, I don't want to drink out of that. That just looks like, I don't know, a bit of a mess. And then I filled in the hearts with Chun Plum, some of them, and I don't like that because it kind of blurs them. I think I should have just done one coat, or just done my own hearts, not over some of the transferred hearts. So I'm gonna experiment a little bit with that. I think this was, honestly, this kiln load was really great because I've learned a lot from it. Because right now I'm gonna fire up my whole creating. So I'm going hardcore. Look at that drip. Oh my God. Oh, look at that. That is, look, it's casting a shadow. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. No, don't focus on me. Focus on the drip. Let me get out of the camera so I can do that. Look at that. Come on to the drip. Look at that drip. Oh my goodness. It literally is casting a shadow. It's like a nose. It's literally sticking out. Oh my God. Look, even that one. Oh, yowza. Yes, mama. What? Look, where's the red? Like, okay, that's pretty spectacular. So I don't mind the outside. It's okay. I think I'm gonna add something, a flux on, maybe right on the rim here and on the inside, or maybe I'll do soft red on the inside. Anyways, I'm gonna add something and refire and see how it goes. And I have to grind it. So I'll have to really grind this down. So if you're ever in a position like this and you're thinking about refiring and you've got a lot of glaze here, you know this is gonna run more in the next firing, so you definitely wanna grind it off. So I'm gonna grind some of that down and see what I can do. But it's a fun little mug regardless, so I'm just gonna finesse it. And that's it for this kiln load. So it was a small kiln load. Sorry that was long. I'm gonna edit it out so it's maybe a little bit faster, but thanks for watching and thanks for being here. And until next time, take care. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more like it, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It's free. Come on now. Who doesn't like free? And don't forget to like it. It means the world to me. And while you're at it, don't be shy. Leave a comment. I love hearing from you. Thanks for watching.